Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris Ashes to Ashes. So, I think by the end of this part we'll probably be declaring war on the Kelazon Republic. I'm still not quite sure why they seemingly have lost some outposts here, but they have, so we'll just have to figure out what the deal is there once we conquer them. Or at least conquer a portion of them. I'm not quite sure if I will want to do a full conquest, namely because if I do a full conquest, I then have to deal with these marauders here, and I'm not quite ready to fight marauders. Close, not too far away. If I want to do hidden runs, I'm definitely close. I need either a second fleet or just some better weapons. So, we're close, but not quite there. So I am thinking of potentially leaving the Kelazon Republic with just this stuff right here, and just taking everything else that they own. The idea being that they will serve as effectively a fairly permanent buffer state between me and the Marauders, up until I am ready to go and fight the Marauders myself. Now, I mean, of course, I could build bastions and things like that along here, but then I can't really have bastions elsewhere, like along my border with the Huvaduzan theocracy here, who are undoubtedly going to be pretty pissed off at me after I conquer the Kelazon. So yeah, I am thinking of leaving the Kelazon alive just enough as a buffer state. I don't care if they get raided and whatnot, I just need them to be there so that the Marauders won't necessarily, hopefully, attack me directly. That's kind of my hope. I would figure if I border them, they're more likely to attack me, so long as I don't border them, they should be less likely to attack me, unless somebody pays them off. But yes, so I don't know, we'll see. But that is my current plan. Obviously, we still have some research to do before that, so plans might change. By the time I get to the war, I might feel comfortable with fighting off marauders periodically. But at the very least, after this fleet, or after this war, I will probably be building myself a second fleet, because I think it'll be necessary.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
And yes, I don't really care for that stuff. I mean, I could build disruption field generators and things like that, but meh, we'll be fine.
Construction complete.
We will be fine without it.
Construction complete.
Okay, and okay, 4 more armies need to get built. It's gonna take you quite a while to get over there. Ooh, and okay, you're moving to attack the pirates. That's fine with me. You are bringing down these guys somewhere to colonize some system. Where are they going? Okay, they're moving across to something that they don't own. Oh no. Oh no, okay, they're moving, excuse me. They're already in the system that they're going to. Well, these guys are kinda shitty, actually. It's a good thing we'll be purging them all. They're deviants, which means they're less likely to follow governing ethics. They're also solitary, which makes them unhappy, which makes them even less likely to follow governing ethics. So yeah, not a big fan of them. Like I said, good thing we'll be purging them, because at least in that case I have no reason to care about how they feel. And I wish the game would realize, oh, you've already queued up trading hubs, we should consider it as the starbase now has a trading hub because you've queued it up.
System survey complete.
And obviously if I remove the queued up trading hub, you automatically assume that I don't have it, and so you instantly cancel the off-world trading company, or at least that's what I would do, but Paradox doesn't have it function like that. Ah, yes, you have nothing to do, so just go hide somewhere. I kind of would prefer for you to go somewhere a little bit safer if you don't mind. Don't want to let you try and get some XP. You're 64, so you'll live for quite a while. You're lethargic. How the hell can you have lethargic and scout? I feel as though those should cancel each other out, mostly just because of the sublight speed. So our sublight speed increase is actually only 10%. Well, I don't know. Is this done additive or multiplicative? Because that affects things a little bit. But in theory, it's now only a 10% increase rather than the 20% increase.
System survey complete.
The actual amount varies a little bit as to whether or not the game does that multiplicative or additive, but I
Construction complete.
think we might be able to take those guys out. So yeah, you know, try it. We'll see what happens. I'm hopeful you will succeed. And yeah, you know what? Build that. We want to fortify, make sure that that gets fortified. Now I'm gonna need a second fleet because these guys are equivalent to me. Without a second fleet, they will remain equivalent to me. Okay, go ahead and send the transport fleet to Swir. I need to lower the music a little bit. It feels it's a little too loud. At least on my end. Maybe it's fine for you guys. But I can't really lower the audio on my headset anymore than it already is, so. Physics lab there, yes please. Build a basic science lab there. Definitely work these tiles. Are any of my planets upset at me? Nope, good. For the most part, none of my planets should be getting upset at me. Because of the baited terraforming. Can I not get rid of that now? That would seem to be the case. Go research this because apparently we don't know about you guys. Although I clearly met you.
Special product complete.
But sure. I'll meet you again to make sure that the game realizes that I met you. I don't know why the game didn't think I met you, but whatever. Game has its problems, it really does. We're gonna get Durasteel before we're ready for the war. Do I wanna hold off on the war declaration until we have Durasteel? I think I will.
System survey complete.
There's not a real rush.
Construction complete.
I am playing on the biggest standard galaxy size, but with a decrease in the number of players.
Construction complete.
And you guys can't do anything if you want to avoid getting into a war. Oh, somebody's closed their borders. You did. Which means I now have a science ship being sent back home because... yeah. Okay. No. That's not where I want you to go. I want you to go somewhere safe. You know, go hide in Impan. Interesting. Delta Menace. I assume that's you guys. Nope. Who the hell's the Delta Menace? Let's go meet him then. I mean, generally I don't care to, but it's only a month, so not that big of a deal. Ah, crystalline entities. Sure.
Situation log updated.
What do I get for remote study as fanatic purifiers, or is it the standard?
Construction complete.
Now I can spend energy credits to instantly survey an entire system when I kill. Yep. Don't care for that. I really don't, game. Kinetic art, or well, batteries, not quite kinetic artillery yet. Yeah, I'm gonna take that, thank you very much. Let's go ahead and also slap the Durasteel on now. You know what, fuck it. If you want to put the better reactors on there, screw it, do it. I'll live with it. I mean, I don't really care for it, it's not necessary, but whatever. You guys also need it though, which means of course now I need to upgrade all of these. And I can afford to upgrade all of them, wonderful. The fleet's also gonna have to obviously get upgraded once it comes back home. How far are you guys? Decent distance away. How much is it gonna cost? 700. Yeah, I can just barely afford that.
Our ships have been upgraded.
Biolab. Make sure that gets upgraded all the way. Engineering facility there. And I think we'll take pretty substantial losses here, but I don't think it'll be anything too bad.
Hostile Xeno fleet engaged. System survey complete.
Go home. Once this signed ship returns, I'll send it here to survey.
Construction complete.
And hey, that means I don't have as much to spend on upgrades. Of course, now it means I need to spend more to build. It's actually cheaper to upgrade than it is to build, but whatever.
Construction complete.
We'll be fine. That does bring you guys back down to equivalent, however. But we'll live. Go do the research projects first and then survey. And change of plans, I want you to go there. And kick the game up to 3 speed while we wait.
System survey complete. System survey complete.
Ah, okay, I was like, wait, why are we at 11 now? That's why we're at 11 now. Yeah, you guys aren't really worth invading, to be honest. Well, outside of the 3 minerals, but my people hate these types of worlds, so... Obviously, if I invade you, then I have to deal with that. And when my scientist died... Oh, somebody good to put into that specific field. But, I'd rather go with particles, to be honest. Well, he's not the specific person for that job. He'll be helpful for other things that I want. And yeah, I'm not going to spend on doing upgrades just yet. Don't want to deal with that. Or reinforcing the fleet just yet. Oh, no, not a target uplink, excuse me. Off-road trading company is what I want. I don't really care who well... What are my options? Extra food, extra influence, I don't have slaves, I don't need to bother with claims, I don't want xenophile ethics attraction. Yeah, you know, I really don't care. I mostly just don't want this guy to win. If I have to pick anything. Like, anybody else is fine, except for this guy. Fuck it. It does mean I need to now get a brand new. Or, well, not really, actually. Apparently I can just go and slap my, the old ruler in charge of the fleet again. That's fine with me. hydroponics farm there. And I'm hopeful this system will have something good, but it is a black hole, which means that I could, if I can get myself the spare starbase capacity or the spare economy to do so. Ooh, they broke off the non-aggression pact. That's potentially good news for me, because it means they might be going to war with one another as a result. Well, further down the line, obviously, not quite yet.
System survey complete.
God damn it, game. The game would do that to me. The game absolutely would do that to me. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you like to have your fleets be stationed closer to the front lines rather than the home world. So that is something we're going to be looking into, especially after this war, because after this war the capital will no longer serve as a good option.
We have mastered a new technology.
You know what? I don't care for any of the... Well, I mean, this is nice and all. And this isn't really bad as an option. But eventually I'll be able to get this anyway. And I don't care for spending 150 influence to build it. And if I'm not going to be using it anytime soon, I'd rather just wait. So I'll take the auxiliary fire control. Will I use it? Probably not, but it won't take as long to research and will hopefully give me something that I actually want. Afterwards. We are technically losing
Construction
a
complete.
little bit of food now, but it's not a substantial enough amount to worry. I could upgrade this to a star hole to build extra shipyards, but again,
System survey complete.
capital's not going to be doing it for much longer anyway, so why bother?
System survey complete.
Because you're going to get that sweet
Construction
adjacency
complete.
bonus. That once I upgrade that will be
Construction complete.
just enough for what I needed to do.
We have mastered a new technology.
Auxiliary fire control. This will be helpful, but not necessarily the best. But given my choices, you know what, screw it. Go over there, rebuild that stuff. You're gonna be missing one. I assume it's only the cruiser, yeah, that you apparently one built. So go ahead and do that. And I'll be sending you guys off to go and do what you're supposed to be
System
doing.
survey complete. Construction complete.
I need you to go and kill those pirates for me.
System survey complete. Anomaly found.
We'll deal with it later. It's not that big of a deal. Now, I don't think our society production is going to be high enough to warrant actually doing a gene modification. Damn it.
Building ruined.
What building? This. Repair it. Kind of need that. could upgrade the singular or the starbase here. Damn it.
One of our stations is under attack.
Damn it. It's like, seriously, what the fuck? Now you guys decide you want to go back there and finish the job?
New technology.
Like, what's that shit about? Whatever. I mean, how much would it cost if I went and said, let's get rid of the fleeting trait? What's the cost of that? Apply that template to everybody. 8,320. And how long would that take? 87. No, I'm not gonna spend 87 months of research on that. I'm sorry, it's just not worth it.
One of our stations is under attack.
I don't care. I think it's annoying that the pirates decided that they were perfectly fine leaving that as it was, and then suddenly, oh wait, let's go finish the job now. Like, seriously? Fucking pirates. Never making any sense whatsoever. Is that really the fastest route? Because that's not the route you took before.
Construction complete.
It seems a little weird that you now think this is the fastest route. But so be it, game. Who am I to argue with you when you suddenly decide to change your mind as to what is the fastest route?
System survey complete.
Fascinating. Let's go and upgrade that so I can build some more trading stuff there. And same with our trading hubs. Okay, let's go deal with these pirates. And then we can rebuild that stuff. And then I can survey the system.
Anomaly found.
Yep, go check it out.
System survey complete.
Oh yes, you're the one up there.
One of our stations is under attack.
Game, I do wonder sometimes if you take into account the size of the sectors that you're flying into. It's not a particularly big deal, but it is something I'm curious about.
System survey complete.
I imagine it probably doesn't. I imagine it mostly just looks at jumps.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Oh, you guys were just passing through that system, were you? Yeah, well, I'm not dealing with you guys anymore.
System survey complete.
You move there so you can head into there as soon as possible. Realistically speaking, you could probably survey the black hole itself without me needing to wait until my fleet moves in to deal with it, but whatever. Not that big of a deal. I can wait until the pirate station is destroyed.
Xeno station engaged.
Excellent. Now go survey the system. You go heal. How about you go over here? Because, you know, that's kind of sort of where I'm gonna have you go. And you know what? I'm just gonna set that as your home. It doesn't necessarily have to be a shipyard to be the home. It is generally recommended, obviously, if possible, but it's not a requirement.
We have mastered a new technology.
Wonderful. Kinetic artillery. Won't be using it. At least not for a while. Destroyer build speed. Certainly wouldn't be a bad thing. We do use destroyers, and they will be used, I think, until the end of the game, more or less. Same can't really be said necessarily for corvettes. However, plasma thrusters are an immediate use, or immediate benefit, rather. Because I can use them for everything. Ooh, wonderful. 9 physics.
System survey complete.
Go ahead and survey all that stuff.
System survey complete.
And yep, looks like we'll be ending this part with the war declaration.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Let's see. Yeah, this planet actually produces a decent amount of energy. So I'll definitely want an energy nexus there. Okay, actually, you know what? No. Get that outpost built. Screw it. Get it built first. Then I don't have to worry about it later. And yes, I can only have one of those. I figured as much. And oh, gateway travel. Yeah. Let's get that. And I'm not gonna worry with the upgrading of the hyperdrives. You can't afford that. If I give you afterburners, you can. Oof, okay. Looks like you need that at least. Then never mind. Just kind of hoping I could cheese that a little, but nope. Turns out I can't. I don't care to get those upgrades. I mean, I could technically swap one of these out for a shipyard. And I could upgrade. It would take quite a while, obviously. But it is something that I could do if I wanted to. But we're not. We are... Oh, okay, they're rebuilding some of these outposts that they mystically lost. Again, I don't know what the hell the deal was there. But, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and declare war on these guys, and I'm gonna end this part here. Let's go ahead and screw it. Send the fleet to the border before we declare the war. Just so that there's a little less downtime. What's the world here exactly? It is a Alpine world. Well, we don't care for Alpine worlds, so Armageddon's fine with me. If it's a world that we can reasonably live on, though, we will be. Go ahead and orbit the
Construction
planet
complete.
there. But
Construction
yeah, if it's a world that we can reasonably live on, I will be actually taking advantage of that. To,
System survey complete.
where is this station anyway? Yeah, that's not a good spot for anything other than maybe a resource silo. Screw it, yeah, why not? A resource silo isn't necessarily a bad thing. Okay, that's it. Our fleet can now be set
We have
to...
declared war on the vile Xenos.
So, yep, there we go. We have now declared war on the Kelazon Republic. Again, still haven't quite decided as to what we'll do regarding this area up here, because I can leave it be and not have to worry about it, or I can take it, but then I have to deal with the Marauders myself, because I'd be directly bordering them. So we'll see. But that'll have to be decided next time. So I will see you all in the next part. But until then, a goodbye and a farewell. And part 10.